Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
And here we are. Audio is working fine. Welcome. My name is Ike. This is Switzerland.playit with TAGN, the Angry Game News, every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern. I talk about video games hardware, movies, and TV shows, and such alike. Yesterday, big troubles with my European internet connection to Rumble Studio servers, it seemed, and today it's fine. I tested it actually streaming 5 hours today to see if any drops gonna happen. No drops. Connection was rock solid. So I assume whatever was going on the day before yesterday and yesterday passed by, and we are good. We have a lot of little news, a lot of little news because of the Gamescom online night live event videos. A lot of games being announced, trailers shown, and all that stuff. I can't cover possibly all of that. I want to focus on certain stuff that hasn't, like, should not be forgotten. Should not be forgotten. That's why it's about this gay guy here, James Gunn, who keeps on destroying probably Detectives Comics, the DCU, the new reboot, the DCU. So I think, yeah, we need to talk about that, so not to forget him destroying the franchises he has now the control over. Ahoy Godzilla, connection on Viagra. No, connection is very good. Because you were baiting the fats, Ike. Well. No, I mean, if it happens again now after the regular streaming, after I go on Rumble Studio Live, something might be off, very, very much so. Ahoy, Aramis, how are you doing? How is the storm passing you by? Or is it, are you in the center of the hurricane, maybe? That would be crazy. Yeah, we're going to talk about this a little bit today, but we have a lot of little news. I hope I'm going to cover most interesting parts of whatever we're going to witness this week, because Gamescom is going to go on till Sunday, 24th. What is the 24th? Yeah, it's till Sunday, so 24th Sunday. We're going to have more games news going to come up. Interesting and boring ones. We have, hopefully only interesting ones. The mall behind Nintendo, Sega, and Capcom Tokyo store is entering the games business. So I didn't know that there was a store called Parco that has all the big companies located inside the mall there, so which is interesting. They are gonna make, not make, but publish games themselves now. Lord, you misunderstand. You said the connection is rock solid. I know. I just don't want to entertain your dick thought. Godzilla. Fucking lizard people. Parco Games will initially focus on publishing indie games and will leverage its 15 Japanese department store to promote them, it said. In addition to housing permanent stores for major game companies, Parco often houses pop-up stores in Tokyo and Osaka for the likes of Death Stranding 2, Earthbound, Mother, Katamari Damacy, Fallout, and more. Parco Games' first 3 titles are Survival Adventure Antarctic Project, 2D action-adventure game Constance, and exploration title The Berlin Apartment, all of which are planned for release in winter 2025. I just find it interesting that this mall, which housed for decades now those big companies like Nintendo, Sega, and probably Microsoft too, at one point, now enters after all those years the market in publishing their own games, and they can use like their space for showing their own games, which is maybe a good move. Smaller titles and hopefully good titles, but yeah, that's just an interesting piece of information here, I think. I checked out today a little bit gameplay, a little bit of the trailers here. This was announced yesterday and showed yesterday. Kirby Air Riders release to date now confirmed. During today's Kirby Air Riders Direct, which was yesterday, a release date was given for the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2 game. It will be available on November 20th, 2022. I'm not gonna go deeper. You can check it out yourself. It was covered a lot yesterday on many channels while Nintendo Direct was shown. And I don't know why Nintendo thinks that was necessary. And all the Nintendo fanboys are going crazy for this one, kind of. Despite it looks fairly cheap, actually. It doesn't look like amazing or good. Very, very good. Visually, gameplay-wise, it looks just like Mario Kart with Kirby only, with certain Kirby elements in it. Why? I don't need any another Mario Kart like game, just with another Nintendo figure, Nintendo character. So I don't know. They should have made. I have nothing against Kirby. Kirby needs a new game for sure. After almost 2 decades of nothing really new with Kirby, but they should not have made some driving games, some kart games with Kirby only. Seems like a very bad idea. People are gonna praise it. Kids are gonna probably love it a lot, but yeah, I don't care. Nintendo lost me now once more. Looks gay. Kirby and Dream Course on Super NES was fun, but the rest are just purely kid games. Hurricane Arian Path, thankfully, but got 2 more in the Atlantic, keeping eye too. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. The Caribbeans always had hurricanes, right? Little news here about Microsoft and their fucking bullshittery about new consoles. Next gen Xbox console aims to put players first, says Microsoft. Speaking on official Xbox podcast, Next Generation at Xbox, VP Jason Ronald explained how the company is looking to evolve the Xbox ecosystem across multiple devices in the future. So you need to listen very carefully when they use certain words, and they are calling it ecosystem for a reason, because it's an ecosystem. It's not their hardware. Despite they try to make it all the time their hardware, even in this newer article here. When we think about the future of Xbox, we really focus on how do we put the player at the center of the experience. And when you really look at how modern players play games today, the vast majority play across the multiple different devices, Ronald said. So what we are really focused on is how do we evolve the Xbox ecosystem to allow players to play the games wherever you want to play them, while at the same time we're continuing to build dedicated devices that are optimized for gaming, like the Xbox Ellie or next generation consoles. You're not developing that shit. You're just lying at this point. It's the Xbox Ellie is since now 2-3 years done only, pretty much, not primarily, only by Asus. It's their product, it's their hardware. You have pretty much no saying in that. You might give them some kind of license, some kinds of certified Xbox hardware approval stuff, but you have no saying in that product. So why are you trying to make it your hardware? It's not your fucking hardware. So it's really just focused on how players like playing games in the current environment, and just designing and building a platform with them at the center. And yes, that's what it is. was very clear. I'm keeping repeating myself since they came out with their new AI CPU produced by, or APU, it's a CPU GPU combination by AMD. They are just telling AMD what they would like to see, and AMD is just making those APUs according to certain criterias what Xbox, meaning Microsoft, wants to see. So you're just trying to make it your own hardware once more, and you keep repeating those lines, but you're gonna get out of the hardware business. Just fucking admit it finally. Just make it clear for people who have no idea. And yeah, even the new AMD CPU, GPU, the APU will be probably used in some other installments, in some other variations by Sony and their new upcoming console, which they gonna produce themselves. They're just gonna buy the APUs by AMD and make the console still. At least Sony is still in the business. Sony, and we're gonna have only Sony in the future and Nintendo so far with real consoles. We have a little development here. UrhG is in the chat. Consoles are dead. PC Master Race. Consoles, yeah. Yeah. Sort of, yeah. We have development in the Roblox story. Everybody, Roblox, the corporation Roblox, tries to do some damage control after they have now a case on their heels by the state of Louisiana. They responded now about that suit. Roblox responds to Louisiana lawsuit and erroneous claims of child endangerment amid mounting pressure. Facing mounting pressure from lawmakers and newly filed lawsuit by the state of Louisiana, Roblox recently issued a lengthy statement addressing what it calls erroneous claims and misconceptions. But reports suggest that the Louisiana lawsuit is just the tip of what will eventually be a very large legal iceberg, as the platform faces rampant allegations that it has failed to protect the young people who make up the majority of its player base. I talked a lot about this. I just want to put a little bit more focus now on the statement to see what they are trying to damage control here. We aim to create one of the safest online environments for users, a goal not only core to our founding values, but contrary to certain assertions. One we believe is critical to our long-term vision and success. We understand there is always more work to be done, and we are committed to making Roblox a safe and positive environment for all users. It's just interesting, the phrasing again. They are not telling like we want to put more emphasizing on child safety, on children being like put out of harm's way, but yeah, all users. That's what you did the whole time. You just wanted money from all the users. So you're full of it. You're just trying to prevent more damage towards your company, to your corporation. It's not just a little company. It's a billion-dollar business there at Roblox. And we have a few more statements here in the lengthy letter, respond here. I'm not going to read the whole thing. For inappropriate content, our trust and safety team takes swift action, typically within minutes, to address violative material and accounts are removed through AI scans, user flags, and proactive monitoring, with a dedicated team focused on enforcement and swift removal. For instance, Diddy experiences violate our real-world sensitive event policy, and we have a dedicated team working on scrubbing that content from the platform. Wow, you leave it to the AI scans, pretty much. That's what you're telling me here. Because your trust and safety team does not enough work, obviously, because we have seen it. We have seen it in like side scrollers showed it. The one user who was like having a career because of Roblox, because he's a big Roblox streamer, showed that within seconds after he logged in certain modes, he saw a giant big dick on the screen. Like I think it was within after login 7 or 8 seconds, he saw a big giant dick walking. So there you go. And then he went more into like just searching for bath, just for the term bath, and he got like, I don't know how many it was, but probably like 50, 60 bathroom simulator with pissing, with all kinds of weird stuff going on. And you're telling me your trust and safety team does within minutes remove that crap? Sure, buddy, sure. You're full of it. So it's just interesting. You do one word here. Did the experience violates the real-time world sensitivity events policy? Fuck off. In August, we released our latest open source model, Roblox Sentinel, an advanced AI-powered system designed to help detect child endangerment interactions early for faster intervention. Human experts continue to be essential for investigating and intervening in the cases Sentinel detects. Read more in this blog post, blah, blah, blah. Again, you're just leaving it to the AI, and the AI can be manipulated. Even if you are not developing it yourself directly, you can just make the AI like put some certain stuff into their like database. If you just tell it like, no, that's not child porn, that's absolutely okay. If you just keep pressuring it by multiple sources, you can manipulate AI, those wannabe AI bots, very easily, actually. So you're not gonna fucking misguide or mislead anybody with that AI crap. And I want to point out, why has Roblox such a big problem? Because they just let everything slip through and just blame their AI not detecting it. You just see it right now here in this statement. Or John Thunder. Why does Roblox have these big troubles, but for example, other games like Minecraft has not these big troubles? Why is that? Why can Microsoft with Minecraft do a way better job? Despite in Minecraft you can make your own servers and all that stuff. Why does Fortnite have not these big troubles? Fortnite also played by many children, a lot of children. And you can make all kinds of modes there too, your own games there too, actually. Why does Fortnite not have the same problems? Because they give a little bit a shit about their product. They don't want just to make money, but they want to be like making money for the future too. So it's not a good strategy just to make money and not think about the future, not thinking about maybe there are going to be some scandals if we don't put a little bit boundaries into the game making stuff, the adult stuff, and just let pedophiles roam over our games like crazy. It's just I don't know what's going on in their minds. Probably again because they are in the higher ups in the management, all pedophiles themselves. That's my assumption here. Long time no see, Godzilla. I'm going to do an offline benchmark. It's kind of buggy with that game. Which one? Almost sneezed there. Yeah, but there we have it. Roblox Corporation tries to prevent more damage, and they are doing. Oh, come on, either sneeze or not. And they are doing a very bad job with preventing more damage on their name. Resident Evil 2 and 3 PS1 ports disappoint with no trophy support on PS5 and PS4. A trip down memory lane seems to be the only real reason for the veteran PlayStation users to return to Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 Nemesis on PS1 today, as the two classics have landed on PS Plus Premium and the PS Store without any trophy support. And they cost like $10, so not a lot of money, at least wasted. I picked this article for the reason because no trophies. We didn't need, and we still don't need actually trophies. That's I don't know when that happened. Pretty much with the PS3 era, right? Getting those weird trophies on your accounts. We never needed the trophies. We didn't care for the trophies. Sometimes we cared for like ratings in the game itself, like in Metal Gear Solid, like in Onimusha later on, like in Devil May Cry, and such a like you wanted the higher rating in the game, being like you need to be quick enough, you need to be accurate enough, you need to be like stylish enough mainly in the case of Devil May Cry. But we didn't care for trophies. We didn't give a shit because we are, at least that's from in my case, and probably the Godzillas and Aramis too. We are not from the generation that cared for getting trophies for every little shit, right? That's what would have become now with the mindset of the newer players, the newer generations. They want a trophy for everything. Oh, I let a fart go. Yeah, give me a trophy. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be seen or what. Some crap like that. It's just weird to me. So they could have done some kind of trophies, sure, that might have kicked your dopamine trigger in some sort, sure, but those games just were not made for trophies. Even in Resident Evil, you could have gotten like scoring in the game itself. So that should be your motivation to get better in the game, getting a higher score, getting quicker, getting no damage and all that stuff. Why do you need trophies for every shit? So if you're going to be disappointed that you don't get a trophy for $10 in a game, those games are great. By the Nemesis not so much, but Resident Evil 2, great game. You have a lot of value in the game for $10. Playing it through with Leon, two ways to go with Leon, 2 ways to go with Claire. You have a lot of fucking value for $10. I would buy it anyway, only on GOG, by the way. Just saying, DRM-free PC version, PC Master Race as usual. They still keep throwing achievements for games. Yep, PS3. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I never cared for achievements in games since World of Warcraft. Even don't care. I mean, in World of Warcraft, you got for certain achievements like goodies, like maybe a new animal, maybe new mount, and all that. Sometimes even new skins that made certain stuff feel different in the game completely. I think even weapons. Sometimes you got like weapons for certain achievements and all that. So you had at least some like tangible, in that sense, value for those achievements, for certain achievements, not for all. But yeah, that's a little bit different in World of Warcraft. But even then, yes, yeah, I agree mainly, generally with you, John Thunder. Not very important, not at least not for me. Trophies unlock as you play, which is stupid. UrhG. Best chapter 2, here's a trophy, dumb. Yeah, pretty much. I heard that there will be a new trophy in Resident Evil 9. Leon will die. Probably not. Leon is too young to die, and if you kill him off in Resident Evil 9, you most likely are gonna kill off your franchise there, Resident Evil. Leon is a very important figure, so I don't think he's gonna die. Very sure he's not gonna die. Speaking of Capcom and Resident Evil, Capcom gears up for Resident Evil 30th anniversary celebration within new website. Yeah, they're gonna show you a new website. For now, it looks like that. It's next year, 2026. Resident Evil is becoming 30 years old. I don't know if we're gonna get some goodies, some high quality goodies. For now, we're gonna just see this web page with that one picture here. Looks weird. I don't know what I can compare this picture with. It looks kind of like they are saints in some sort, like those windows, those. What do you call those windows? I don't know how you call those windows again. Snooty, you motherfucker again! At least today, everything is working. So much appreciated, Snooty. Holy crap. This guy is so gentle.
Oh shit!
Zorak got it and...
Oh hell yeah!
Who got it? Zorak and... Much appreciated, man. John is... Yeah, Aramis should get the other one. He's gonna get it when the system is gonna work. Thank you a lot, Snooty. Yeah, that looks just fine. Hopefully we're gonna get something good. 30 years of a Resident Evil. That's a milestone. Just forget that Resident Evil 6 ever existed. Rod Ferguson joins 2K's Cloud Chamber as head of BioShock franchise. Rod Ferguson, who left Blizzard after maybe he destroyed Diablo the franchise. I'm not so super sure. Maybe he killed Diablo. He was 5 years at Blizzard. Now he's going back pretty much to the BioShock franchise. And he helped to kind of rescue actually BioShock 3, BioShock Infinite. And he's coming back for the 4th installment. Nobody asked for a 4th BioShock, but he's coming back and hopefully make a good game there, because I like all the 3 main BioShock games, which is 1, 2, and Infinite. Would you kindly allow me to share some news? Ferguson said. Some of you guessed it. I'm returning to 2K to lead a series that means a lot to me as the new head of BioShock franchise. I'll be heading up Cloud Chamber and overseeing development of the next BioShock game, along with franchise extensions like the in-development Netflix movie. I'm not looking forward to that, but yeah. While I'm excited to get started in the coming weeks, I recognize the studio restructuring is a difficult time for the team, Ferguson said. I'm deeply grateful for the work done so far, and I'm committed to building a BioShock game we'll be proud of and that our players will love. I reported that too. 2K kicked the heads of the studio of the prior studio. I forgot the name of the lady there, and does now some restructuring, layoffs. That means layoffs as usual, and he at least puts up some gratitude to the team who made already quite some work there. Ferguson's return to BioShock is notable, as Ferguson was hired by 2K in August 2012 to salvage the then troubled BioShock Infinite's production. In 2014 report by Polygon, it was said that many employees believe the game would not have shipped without him. So he pretty much saved, according to other employees at 2K, the Infinite game there. I heard they are remaking Resident Evil 0 and Code Veronica. 0, not so sure. Code Veronica, that is now in the talks since at least 2 years. 0 was more a wish by the fans. That would be super cool. Got my Xbox specifically for games like Code Veronica. Switzerland.playit has that professional talk show personality without the BS. No BS, no. I don't like BS. BS is BS. Oh, hist! He says, good morning to you guys. Yeah, it's coming, but 2027 got to wait. It's to be good. I wonder if Capcom will give us another, like, free-ish game or a free-ish upgrade or some kind of things for the 30th anniversary. That would be cool. But we don't know yet. Hopefully BioShock, the new BioShock will be at least gameplay-wise great. Ahoy, Big Z! I just want to mention that. Golf with Your Friends 2 slated for Nintendo Switch. Not only for Switch, also for PC, of course, and other consoles. I just find it interesting they bringing that to the Switch. Not Switch 2, Switch. I mean, for reasons, because it doesn't take a lot of performance. Golf with Your Friends 2 was previously announced, but clarification was today provided about support platforms, and Nintendo Switch is part of the lineup, expected in early 2026. The original Golf with Your Friends came to Nintendo Switch back in 2020. With the sequel, there'll be a new course mechanics, a revamped level editor, and non-stop fun. Wait, why did not Aramis get it? That's weird. Big Z got it. Yeah, good for you, I guess, Big Z. Oh yeah, P! Who drops a dislike on Ike? He's lovable. I don't know, I don't care. As long as the chat is populated, I don't really fucking give a shit. Minus, go dislike as much as you want. Just key features about Golf with Your Friends 2. Key features, 6 courses. Wow, that's a lot. 6 courses. Cross-platform online multiplayer. I think that was not the case with Golf with Your Friends 1, though. So that's a new addition here. Level editor, cross-platform 2, new course mechanics, weather hazards, new ways to customize your balls, giggity, level up and unlock rewards. Yeah. Even if within Golf with Your Friends, if you get like the Deluxe edition, you have like a billion fucking customizable goodies there. Like a tail, like hats, like colors for the balls yourself. You can make blue balls if you want. Just saying. Let's move on. This was a shit show yesterday, at least in my humble retard opinion. By the way, speaking of retards, where's the biggest retard from Australia? Haven't seen her yet. Maybe she's asleep, because it's quite late in Australia. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 open beta starts 2nd October. And yeah, they showed us yesterday the big trailer, and it looks just weird. It looks like fucking you're trying to get people with stupid shit. I think you're not gonna win this battle this year against Battlefield 6. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 will have an open beta starting on 2nd October for those who pre-order the game or subscribe to Game Pass Ultimate, Game Pass PC, or Game Pass Console. For those who don't pre-order, the open beta begins on 5th October. Wow! You're gonna give me like the status to test out your game a little bit earlier when I'm gonna already pay you. Big deal. Good play there. And you got links down below as usual to all the article I'm talking about. And so to the trailer. It doesn't look good. It does. I mean, Battlefield 6, I am also not super excited about Battlefield 6 either. But it looks way better in every regard. In every regard. And that, I mean that. Gameplay looks better. Graphics just look better in general. Sound is better overall, as far as we can tell from this trailer here. Setting is better. Just everything is better. Characters better. It's just weird that the Call of Duty, or how a certain guy in the chat, Godzilla, makes fun of my duty. Yeah, I don't know why Microsoft Activision Blizzard does this crap. It is what it is. Main attraction before we go to all kinds of little smaller news later on. Let's talk about this cocksucker. And he is a cocksucker for sure. I'm convinced. He loves them dickies in his mouth. James Gunn aims to reverse DC's troubled gaming legacy with long-term vision. Yeah, long-term vision, just like his vision plays out so well with these movies already and his shows, right? Superman. Major success. I'm gonna come to the numbers in a second here. After I check the chat. people are chatting. Co-op campaign is interesting. It is. But yeah, the campaign is the only thing that interests me. Yeah, single player or co-op in the sense of with known people. I don't care for the battle royale and the multiplayer crap at all. Does it have campaign? It has a campaign. Black Ops 7 has a campaign, but they emphasize like zombies at the end, multiplayer zombie stuff, and top-down. You see some top-down zombie gameplay there. I don't know what's that about, but weird. Can't believe they're up to BO7. Yeah, JT4 player co-op campaign. I've only played Black Ops 1. I stopped after 2. Nice IP, I may try it just for that. Awesome. If you're interested in a collaboration, let me know. I only played Medal of Honor Allied Assault in the O's, I believe. First Medal of Honor was great. I'll let you know if I got the time. Let's make time for this news here. More people should now watch the news. The TAGN every day, 10 a.m. Just saying. Okay, let's talk about it. DC games haven't had the best times in the recent years, marked by a string of missteps and cancelled projects. While titles like Batman Arkham series found success, much of a broader DC gaming output has lacked consistency. This is something James Gunn wants to remedy as part of the 10-year plan as co-head of DC Studios. He's looking, he has a big vision there. He's a mastermind, I'm telling you. Such a mastermind that he didn't saw it coming, that he had to get Superman from the theaters early on because his oversight of DC Studio didn't saw that he has the Peacemaker series also coming up. So it was just weird. He had no idea. That's how mastermindful he is. What a cocksucker. He's just destroying beloved franchises right now. Superman, I watched it on this weekend, Saturday or Friday night, whatever. It is so not good. With a great mindset, with a great mood, I can put a 4 out of 10 on Superman 2025. But it's overall just lame bad and lame and bad and bad lame and lame bad, yeah. When the rebooted DCU launched in 2023, Gunn emphasized cross-platform storytelling, noting that actors would portray their characters across all forms of media, including video games. While there has been little public movement since then, Gunn recently confirmed that there is slight movement on different things that could mean we are headed toward a future where David Cornsworth voices Superman in both film and other media, although Gunn didn't discuss specifics concerning Cornsworth or anyone else. Cornsworth is the guy who plays Superman, just so you know. We have a couple of little DC games coming out, but we also have talked about and in early stages of planning some bigger things. Gunn told Games Radar, one thing in particular I'm excited about, but it does take time. Both Gunn and Peter Safran are taking a proactive role in shaping DC's gaming future. Back in February, Safran gave an outlook on how they are trying to course correct the situation and give fans must-play games again. I have big troubles with all those statements, like Safran being involved with Gunn, just making... And why you insist on Cornsworth and all those actors voicing the same character in the games or other medias. Why is that so important? Don't you want a good product? Because nobody really is gonna recognize the voice. Oh yeah, that's Cornsworth. Man, hey, holy shit. I know him from the very flop movie in 2025 in Superman. I know him from there. Nobody is gonna care. make good products and get a good voice that fits the character in the game. Because I hope the character in the games is going to be a little bit more buffed, a little bit more bigger, a little bit more super, you know, just saying. Just saying, man. Man of Steel is the best Superman film, in my opinion. Yeah, probably, maybe. I love, actually, Superman Returns. Many people think like it's super lame, but what you saw the last 10 years for all kinds of movies, then you go back to those movies who flopped then, but still better money-wise, financial-wise, doing better than today's movies in many regards, in many cases. Superman Returns is a masterpiece compared to this one. Just my opinion there. Man of Steel is good overall, but it's probably has to do a lot with Henry Cavill playing Superman. And it has probably to do a lot with the suit, like fitting tight, showing his abs, like showing how super, how buffed, how super he is, right? In this one, the suit doesn't fucking fit. It is like loose in some places. It looks just cheap. It looks, what the fuck are you doing with all those millions of dollars? Couldn't you make a little better suit? You could have kept the color-wise. Even the colors are hated by many people. Like the wrong blue in that sense, whatever. But you could have made it just tighter, just to show the abs. Put something in to maybe make it bigger, whatever. It looks just ugly and cheap. But yeah, Superman itself is insert by Jews. Maybe Ahoy Communist. Communist is the biggest Jew-hating faggot on Rumble, just saying. Band of Brothers, it's still better than the Pacific, but the Pacific is still very good. What? Maybe? Hey, look who's there! Ahoy Ever Eden. And the world wars were for Jew lies. It's not about Jews today, what the fuck? Ahoy Bimo! Bimo is here too. I was in the other room. I made it. Good for you. Towards the end of the show, unfortunately. But it's good to see all of you guys. Look how many people are watching, supposedly. Only 10? But my chat is moving. I love that. I love that, actually. So, not like some people having like hundreds of people watching, supposedly, but the chat is not moving jack shit. I'm just saying. Yeah, where was I? Proactive role. James and I sit with literally the guys that run the studios, whether it's NetherRealm or whether it's Rocksteady. Sit with them and talk about characters and stories that we are interested in and that they are interested in. Saffron's shared. NetherRealm is more about the fighting games, primarily Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 1, the reboot of Mortal Kombat, did okay, but yeah, nobody's talking about that anymore either. So it's not a big hit. It made money, but not a big hit. Gunn also admitted then that any major release is at least a couple of years away. But in the meantime, Rocksteady is set to be returning to its single-player Batman roots for its next project, as WB Games is now focusing its efforts and resources on its biggest franchises. There we are now. So, because James Gunn is James Gunn, and James Gunn can't do wrong because he is James Gunn, supposedly, all right? He's the mastermind of everything in DC now. He's gonna kill a lot of franchises, a lot of games now, too. He already killed the game. He already shut down Monolith. The company who made like very beloved games, Middle-earth, Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor. Those games did not make a lot of money. They barely broke even, probably. But beloved games, Monolith is now shuttered. It's closed. It doesn't do anything anymore. But after that, they did a big fucking game which made billions of dollars. Hogwarts Legacy, and has the same gameplay style, same buttons, like doing the kind of the same movements and all that. Cost them not a lot, less than the newest Middle Earth game, but made fucking billions. And how you can close a studio that obviously can make games, I don't know, but yeah, there we are. Another little piece here. Those changes Gunn is referring to includes a widespread restructuring at Warner Bros. Games, which ultimately led to the Wonder Woman game being cancelled and its studio Monolith being shuttered. Players' First Games and Warner Bros. San Diego were also casualties from the culling. I don't know if Wonder Woman might have made money, maybe because it's just a name. It has nothing really to do with the movie. It had nothing really to do with the movie. So you might have just killed the game that possibly had made money. A lot of money, probably, actually. It most likely would have the same system style like the Middle-earth game, like Hogwarts Legacy. But yeah, you just closed it. You just thought like, yeah, that's not in my vision. It's not in my 10-year plan here. What a moron. I started to hate, actually, James Gunn a lot. The Übermensch concept is in the philosophy of Friedrich Nietzsche in the 1883 book, and thus spoke Zarathustra. Have you ever read that, FP? It's not Superman as a figure, as a character, is not super related to Friedrich Nietzsche's stuff, though. Not just because it's called Übermensch. Nah. It's more tied actually to the Jewish and the Christian faith, because Superman, Kryptonite, the names Jor-El and Kal-El and all those L's, you know, Elohim, that's the gods. El is like the god part there, you know. Kryptonite, even the word kryptonite, if you go research, has very tight connections to Jewish faith. I see 18 concurrent viewers. Like, maybe my studio is whatever. Oh, it just for no good reason it locked me out. Thank you for the notice there. Notice how semi-truck matic has no worth in guilting the masses. Now they are trying to use the terminology Jew hate. Okay, communist, whatever. Today is not the day for the Jews, but there is a day. There might be a day. The Übermensch represents a shift from otherworldly Christian values and manifest the grounded human ideal. That's not what Superman is about, though, really. Cornsworth ate too much GMO corn and he became Super Soy Boy Man. I know, if you go watch Cornsworth without anything on, like topless stuff and all that, he did training. He did some. He is a bigger dude. He has a body there, but they just did him bad with the costume. The costume is just shit. And then it gets subverted, representing as an alien in a foreign country. Okay. Somebody said alien. She thought they said illegal alien and signed up. Aliens quote. What? I've never read Nietzsche. I started. Boring. So far. Still a great movie, really? Lol, I never knew that. About what? Ever eaten? Up just picked up the DVD a few weeks ago. I must have lent out my personal copy and never got it back. Of which one? Big Z, what did you remember that one? Oh, Alien. You're talking about Alien. Fine. So yeah, there we are. You think James Gunn is gonna care and make those games great again? I think he's gonna destroy those franchises. I literally think. I'm just want to remind everybody about the box office numbers. And all those movies I mean, he's not involved in Sinners or Final Destination, F1, and Minecraft. But he is the head of DC Studios. So he is somewhat involved in those movie titles too, with Warner Bros. So those Warner Brothers movies made not all money. Minecraft, a lot of money, you see it here. Cost, total budget with marketing and production, 150 million. Almost made $1 billion, probably now $1 billion, sorry. Sinners, barely broke even. Final Destination, cheap to produce horror movies for some reason, 75 million total budget, made 285 million in the box office. And you need to halve the total revenue, the box office numbers. Because the box office, the theaters don't work for free. You know, they want their share too, the distribution system also and all that. They all want the share. F1, the movie, so far a flop. Supposedly great movie, but money-wise, a flop. It didn't broke even. It needs at least 200 more million to break even. So there you go. Superman, I corrected the numbers today. It made roughly 17 more million in 1 week, but now it's off the theaters. It went to digital last week, at the end of the week. So there you have it. It's not going to make more money because even the DVDs, even the Blu-rays, they have to be produced, they have to be shipped, and all those companies and the salesmen want also their little fair share there. So it's not going to make the money ever back, I think. 350 million production and marketing. It needs to break even globally at least 700 million. And we are quite far from that. 100 million is not easy to achieve after you're out of the box office realm, out of the theaters. I'm just saying. So he destroyed it here, and Weapons, the newest thing by Warner Bros., probably gonna break even very easily this weekend and make a lot of money, probably in the future, because it was cheap. So he was directly involved in Superman, and Peacemaker season 2 is coming out next week, something like that. It's gonna come to streaming. It's not gonna make money. I'm not gonna sign to HBO Max to watch Peacemaker. I don't give a shit. And he wants to interconnect everything for some reason. This new universe, every character has the specific fucking meaning in his universe. He has a vision. And because he has a vision in movies and shows and wants those characters to be in the games, like the same character, exactly the same, he's gonna destroy the games. Just saying. It's a shit show, man, I'm telling you. Recently watched a remaster in 4K of Alien 3 that contains new scenes never seen before. In a handful of years, people will be making AI movies. Yeah, not too far from now. 2-3 years. I'm gonna give them 2-3 years. I like spending 59 on the popcorn and at the theaters. Yeah, that's the other point. That's the other point. It's too expensive, at least in the past. But that's also quite far now from our point of view. The last time it was like feasible for us as a theater goer, as a visitor of the theaters, was maybe 10 years ago. Like decent price of the tickets itself, so you're not going to get ripped off. At least you're not going to get the feeling of being ripped off. And of course, the snacks and the drinks and all that cost you these days fucking a lot. You might be way better off just wait for the digital release on your streaming platform and get like all the popcorn you want at home. For that price, you can get a professional popcorn machine, right? You have no incentives, no motivation to go to the theaters, right? Gotta go. Have a good one. Bye, Big Zat. He just snatched the subscription there, the gift. Goes. he has to go away for the Geeks and Gamers guys, I guess. But yes, there we are. I don't think James Gunn is gonna do good for Warner Brother games at all. What's your thinking, guys? Now we're gonna just go through the little announcements I saw, which might sound interesting for you. Endure against the Cylon threat in Battlestar Galactica: Scattered Hopes. It's a game in space, Battlestar Galactica. I love the newer iteration of the franchise, the 2004, I think it started, the new series, the reboot. I love it. Great series, I think. Great show overall. Just here and there you got some episodes which nobody asked for, but overall I like the show. Now finally you get a new game directly involved the whole crew, like Starbuck, like Boomer, and the Cylons and all that. It's more like a strategy space tactical game. You can pause the game and do some real-time adjustment to your fighting, to your space dogfights there. Go watch the trailer if that might be something for you. Swords of Legends will try to beat the next Black Myth Wukong on PS5. Completely a Chinese game. Watch the trailer. We can't watch it right now here. We have not the time for that. Looks amazing visually. Looks great. High fucking detailed stuff here. Black Myth just upgraded visually. Probably gonna make a lot of money for the Chinese there. China is doing money, man, on our markets. They're gonna have a less of a production budget, but still can make those big ass, good-looking games. But the title is a little bit wrong because Black Myth Wukong is gonna get a sequel called Black Myth. What was the name? Black Myth Chongqui. This also looks amazing. So Black Myth is gonna be the Black Myth, the next one. Just check it out, the trailers. If you're into Souls-like, those games will be for you, man. Will be for you. That might be something for me. I never played Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. For some reason, I should. I finally should, but I haven't played. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, anime adaptation Sekiro, no defeat announced. I already reported that there are rumors out there, plenty of rumors, that there is an anime in the making, and now just we get confirmation and how it's being called. No defeat. Yeah. Go check it out yourself. If you're into Sekiro, this anime might be actually good. Switch 2 will get Indiana Jones, but not until next year. Yeah, the Switch 2 is going to get the adaptation of the Great Circle. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is Microsoft's first release confirmed for the Switch 2. The stealth action adventure will hit Nintendo's handheld hybrid in 2026, but the new DLC will arrive next month on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC. I think they just need a little bit more time because the game literally requires you an RTX GPU. So all people with AMD, a little bit bad luck, bad time for you there. There are workarounds, you can make it happen, but it probably will not look really great. The reason why they demand RTX is because of the ray tracing of the John Thundering, how we can call it these days. It requires ray tracing, and therefore the RTX platform it's just the best. It's just the best architecture, most performance there, you know. So they need to adjust it to the Switch 2. The Switch 2 has kind of a mixture of RTX 2070 and 3070, but with newer instructions there for ray tracing and all those features. DLSS, newer iterations of DLSS, of the upscaling and all that. But because it's not very performant, the APU in this one. They need to tweak probably a lot to make it work on the Switch 2. So, but you're gonna get it next year. The game looks great. Overall, the game looks great, but yeah, I think they left out a lot of people just by the demands. Now, this game is being weighted by many people, supposedly. So that's why I included it here. I never played the first one, but yeah. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 launches October 21st. Now you have the date. Many rumors were out there. This game is never going to happen. The studio is in shambles and all that. It's they closed it. They reopened. They lay off. And then they got independent and all that. The Chinese room is now fully independent again. And they finally, right out of the gate, pretty much, announced it, the fucking launch date here. And the prizes, and you're gonna get it on GOG. I saw it yesterday too on GOG on the main page there. I think it's about $65 US dollars, something like that on GOG. At least shown on my GOG. But yeah, Bloodlines 2 coming for sure. They can't go back anymore. Are you waiting for Starfield on the Switch 2? That's also gonna come out next year. I just picked it up because I find it so interesting that they try so hard. Microsoft and Bethesda try still so hard with Starfield. Nobody gives a shit about Starfield anymore. But they still try to keep their name in the headlines. And it works. Starfield next year for Switch 2. And we got some hardware news. Not for me, but some people might be very into that stuff. If you have a lot of money to waste, here is your chance. If you're into racing games. Mazda announced new racing wheelbases, Lamborghini and Porsche wheel rims at Gamescom. Go check out this article if you have the itching for wheels for racing games. They have a lot of quality products. But you're going to invest. You're going to have to invest a lot of dollars in all this equipment. The whole chair, the wheel itself, the pedals and all that. For a good set, you're going to invest like $1,200 or something like that. But yeah, I just want to point out, seems to be a market out there. That's all I can say. Later, FP. And yeah, there we have it, everybody. I rushed through, no problems. Streaming is running perfectly fine today. Snooty gifted 2 subscription there, much appreciated. Like he did yesterday, 3 actually. At the very moment my connection just got lost in somewhere in Europe. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you got some information in your brain memorized there. My name is Ike. This is Switzerland.playit. That was TAGN, the Angry Game News, every day, 10 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. I talk about video games hardware, movies, shows, and all of those things. I thank you for being around. You're going to see the credits in a second here. And if Snooty is not going to be mentioned with the giveaways there, I'm going to do it with my own mouth, as it's deserved, right? I hope I'm going to see you tomorrow too, as usual. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the TAGN, the Angry Game News. Bye-bye. Vampire Bloodlines 2 is a shit show. Watched 1 hour of gameplay. It's so bad. Okay. John Thunder is not gonna get that game, I guess. Yes, Snooty is not being picked up with the gifted. Maybe a new update of the plugin will make that happen. Snooty 2 gifted. Thank you so much. Much.